repeated for our audience. Dr. Sahm, Antoine Batz wants to know what advice do you have for him on content creation and writing thought leadership content in an area that he's specifically interested in? Given your experience and the uh, amount of audience members that you have, your advice would be valuable here.
First and foremost, you should always think about your audience. And that, I mean, we don't write for ourselves, right?
Hmm.
We write for someone else. And that can tell you a lot about what's the right platform to be on. So if you're growing a business, and the audience is business leaders or people in management, a place like LinkedIn is where a lot of business leaders are. And there are every platform has its way of expressing information. So the first thing to do would be look around. Yeah, it's always best before you jump into it. And I have not always followed this rule. Before you jump into it, read. What are other people doing? What do you see that looks compelling? What do you see getting a lot of interaction? Right. So you can learn a lot by watching other people that you think are doing it really well. So that could be a for businesses. That could be a platform. If you want a more general audience, and actually you can also do a specialized audience. I mean, Substack is a really nice platform. I did it for a while with unpaid, just open posts, and then went to a paid subscription. And again, you can kind of look at like who's doing stuff in your space and does it make sense. But that's more of a long form, right? I mean, I don't, I max out at like 2,000 words. Like I don't have attention span to read past that. Though some people write longer posts. Uh, and Twitter's another way, particularly if you want to get press engagement. Now, with all of this, when you start out, use your network, right? Share. It's really hard if you have a business or if you have a side hustle that you're trying to work on, especially if you're early career. Like use whatever network you have, give them the link, tell them what you're doing. I mean, make it, to the point and make clear what your ask is. Hey, I think this would be great content with you. If you have other friends who you think, or, peers who you think would be interested, please share it. If you have any feedback for me, like, are there questions you're interested in? Do not be shy. Like, when you're trying to get started, or even as you continue, you have to reach out to people. And what's the worst they're going to do? Not read the email, right? Very few people are going to get an email and send you back a mean email about how dare you. I mean, you might find one of those, but in general, they're going to share. So you have to be proactive. You have to build your brand. And you build your
Mhm.
brand by getting people's attention, and you absolutely build your brand by delivering quality. Right? Quality is so much more important than quantity.
Speaking of other people, who are you following right now that our audience should engage with too or check out?